Well, congratulations for not having that injury happen to you.
Yeah, thank God nothing like that happened. But yeah, nothing too bad. Not that I can. I'm sure I'm gonna be feeling it a little bit later on. A pretty good fight. Shout out to Genaro Valdez. Super tough dude. Nothing but respect. And but yeah, I'm glad nothing too crazy happened.
Is that the nastiest thing you've seen?
What, that elbow?
Yeah.
Probably not. I hate seeing anything like that, any like dislocations and stuff. But nah, there's definitely probably been some nastier stuff.
So I got to ask first. So you were full of emotions right after the win. Can you kind of talk to me about what you were feeling? Why those feelings were so strong?
Yeah, I lost my grandpa a couple weeks ago, and I haven't really fully dealt with it yet. Just trying to put my head down and keep my nose to the grindstone, get through this fight camp. And he told my grandma and my dad that that's what he wanted me to do if he was to pass away. He was getting sick for a while, so did what he told me to do, and came here and got the work done. And I know he'd be happy, he'd be proud.
I'm so sorry that happened.
Thank you.
Does something like that happening, in the middle of fight camp, does that give you extra motivation, or is that make it much harder to then finish fight camp?
A little bit of both. I was, really missing my family. I really wanted to go home and hang out with them, but I'll get to do that now, and it'll be even more worth it. But it definitely gave me some extra motivation. I've had too many people sacrifice too much for me, and tired of I don't want to let anybody else pass away or anything before seeing the success that I want to bring to my family. It ain't nothing. None of this is about me. I don't care. I would be happy with just going around and doing some missionary work or something. But I know that God's given me some specific talents and gifts and a dream for a reason. So I'm gonna take this to the fullest and do everything I can to be the greatest version of myself that I can to inspire others to do the same and hopefully acquire some resources and a platform to do even more good than I could if I wasn't.
I imagine that now your family has something to celebrate. That's got to be something to feel good, that's something you were able to give to them. Obviously you mentioned it was partly difficult to go in there. Was there extra pressure, having to perform because of what you just told me, but also because, maybe you needed to fight for your job? Was there pressure of like, I've got to get a win?
Yeah, truthfully, there was a lot of extra pressure. I dealt with it a lot at the beginning of fight camp. I was like, man, we got to get this win. Whatever happens, if I lose, regardless of the previous fights, everybody. I had a couple people tell me, that even if I lost this fight, they might still give me one more, just because my first one was short notice up a weight class. Second one was, going my way and then got stopped, due to the cut. So, but I wasn't trying to leave anything up for chance. So I knew that I needed to get in here and get my hand raised. So definitely added a little bit of extra pressure, but a little extra motivation too. I wasn't going to leave it. I wasn't going to leave without getting my hand raised this time.
What about the fight itself? Did you expect it to go 3 rounds, or did you kind of expect a little bit different? Were there any things you had to change when you were in there?
Of course, you're always hoping for a finish. Pray for the worst, or pray for the best and prepare for the worst. But so we were hoping for a finish, and actually a lot of the stuff, the fight played out a lot how we were expecting it. And I believe I dropped him with a right hand counter and a kick right off the bat. We drilled that a ton. I even goofed up and made some mistakes doing some stuff that we said that I needed to make sure I didn't, not to do. But yeah, the fight played out a lot like how I was expecting it to, and I was hoping to get a finish, but I knew that he was tough as nails, man. He's a super tough dude, and hats off to him. Way to stick in there. It was a good fight. Hopefully, fight of the night.
And what's next for you? When do you want to get back in there? Do you have an opponent in mind, anything like that?
Nah, no specific opponent, but I'm ready to get back. I definitely want to get one more before the end of the year, and just happy to get back in there as soon as I can. I'm gonna go home, and calf's a little beat up from this fight for sure, and I'm sure I'll find out about some other little dings here in a couple hours. But yeah, no specific opponent. Just happy to get back in here before the end of the year.
You want a big crowd for your next fight?
Heck yeah, that's what I do want to call out though. I'm ready to. Hey, I love the Apex. I'm grateful to fight anywhere for the UFC, but I would definitely like to fight in front of some fans. Man, this was such an amazing experience too. Because I actually ended up having I think almost like 10 people here in the Apex, which was spectacular to me. And my little brother got to be here, and that was just one of the coolest things. I know it really means a lot to him. So, yeah, I hope that after this I can get on an arena card, and I think I'll sell quite a bit of tickets and get a big group out there.
That second round, how hurt were you?
I got dropped. Definitely a little. Kind of blinking it out, but I recovered pretty fast. I was like, I knew I was in a little bit of danger. I had to keep moving my feet. I couldn't stay right in front of them. I was a little rocked, but I recovered, probably 5, 10, 15 seconds, whatever it was, but got my wits back underneath me, and I knew just stay calm. I've been, shout out to my boy Christos Yagos, the Spartan, freaking absolute savage. He's my main training partner this whole entire fight camp. Dude really helped me so much, man. So huge shout out to him. And I really don't think there's many people tougher out there than that guy. So he helped me get ready for this, and I knew I worked a lot with him this fight camp, working on just staying relaxed. No matter how bad things get, stay in a mental zone too. A little David Goggins insight, but just keeping your wits about you and not getting too frantic. So I knew that even once I got rocked, I was like, it's cool, you're good. Just move your feet, calm back down. Don't get too overzealous.
Is laser tag the best way to cut weight?
Dude, that was so much fun. Hey, listen, Tuco, I'm out your secret. My boy Tuco, freaking, when was that? A couple days ago, but we were a couple days out from, I guess it was Thursday. It was the day before weight cut. Yeah, Thursday, day before weight cut. Just trying to stay active and run around a little bit, but make it fun, So we went and played laser tag, and dude, it was a whole lot of fun. It was such a good little weight cut hack, something to kind of keep your mind occupied to where you're not thinking about just not eating or drinking anything and dying, cutting weight. You're just running around having fun, blasting some people.
Congrats, man.
Hey, thank you so much, Alex.
Awesome match. You have that, I think it's like a gladiator on your arm. That was absolute war. That was fantastic.
Thank you.
And rest in peace. He's
Thank
watching
you.
and was like, that was what I'm talking about. If you get that 50K, what are you doing with that?
Man, I was very fortunate to be able to help out a little bit of my family with some of the money from the last one, and I'm gonna really try to stash all this one in the bank account. I really hope I can get another 50 G's, but I'm gonna start being real. Trying to be as smart as possible with my money. I'm a pretty simple guy. I would be content. I'm happy with the way my life is. I don't really need anything fancy, so I'm gonna be right back to work, and nothing's really gonna change. So I'm probably just gonna stash that in the bank and hopefully start making some good investments towards the future, making my money make money.
That's awesome, man. Smart money. I like it. Speaking of smart, your strikes in there were fantastic. You gave as good as you got, but you landed this, I think it was like a standing knee in the second round that I honestly looked thinking his head was going to pop off. How amazed were you that didn't even drop him?
Dude, that dude's tough as nails, man. I hit him with that, and I felt my knee connect, and I was like, "Oh, this is it." I thought he was done. I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna finish him," and obviously I didn't. But dude, I knew going into the fight, man, this dude's tough as nails, and that's what we got ready for. Like I said, shout out to my boy Christos Yagos. There's not many tougher than that dude right there. So I had the best training partner in the world for this fight, and we were ready for that dude to freaking stick around no matter what I hit him with.
Excellent shot, and that's true. Iron is going to sharpen iron.
100%.
Your recovery was fantastic. Shout out to your, cardiovascular, because the shots that you took when it seemed that you may have been stunned, you were able to recover so quickly. How was it in between rounds to have your team kind of settle you down, catch your breath, and be like, okay, where are you? Are you ready to go again?
Oh man, yeah. The three guys that were in my corner, man, Coach Greg Jones, the wrestling wizard, my boy Tuco, and Christos, man. I really can't say enough good things about these guys. They're much more than just teammates, brothers to me, and to have them there with me is just amazing. They knew exactly what to tell me to kind of bring me back. Not let my mind get too out of control, and told me everything I needed to do. I wish I could have listened even a little bit better, capitalized on some more things, but it meant the world to me to have them there for sure, and they helped tremendously.
Awesome. Congrats on the win, my man.
Thank you so much, buddy.
On your Instagram, you posted you climbed Red Rock the other day and took a deep breath. How much does just taking a break for your mental health during training camp means to you when you get to do stuff like that and just reflect on your career and life?
Yeah, man, dude, I'm so in love with life, man. I love fighting so much. I love fighting so much because I think it's the most analogous thing to life. Life is the fight for all of us, man. We all got battles that we got to fight through on a daily basis. But I realized along the way in this journey of fighting that it was never about being a world champion MMA fighter. It was just about being a champion at life, So getting to go explore and check out God's beautiful world that he gave us, man, is one of my favorite things to do. I haven't gotten to do it enough, but Red Rocks was definitely super sick, and it was so cool to kind of definitely put me at peace and at awe, just looking out and just being like, man, how spectacular is this, So it's definitely, it's super good to be able to do stuff like that, to kind of disconnect. And a lot of times we let our fears and our anxieties kind of override our mind, and it's good whenever we can kind of calm our nerves and just kind of get ourselves to chillax a little bit.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys.